Taylor Swift is unequivocally the biggest Pop-Tart in the world, especially considering what she's done in the past year. She set the record with her 4th Grammy win for Album of the Year, broke the record for highest grossing tour of all time, and also did the impossible. Made a tight end the most popular player in football. Actually, wait, her biggest accomplishment in the past year is giving us this meme. I love it so much. Nowadays, though, you can't go anywhere without seeing her. First, she hijacked my favorite movie of all time. Next, she took over my favorite mode of transportation. And this was the last straw. But she crashed her plane into football, too. This just in, we have some breaking news for you tonight, folks. We're going live to Chester McColdbeer on a Friday night, who has just witnessed a travesty. Thanks, TM. So I'm sitting there watching my 10 hours of football plopped on my couch like I do every Sunday, when one little Miss Taylor Swift decides to hijack my TV for a whole 4 seconds. And then guess what? An hour later, it does the same dang thing. Okay, so yeah, the whole thing about people getting upset with Taylor having 12 seconds on a football broadcast is blown way out of proportion. But this video isn't actually about football. Actually, it kind of, like the 2 movies that kind of have football in them. It's about 2 movies, and we're just going to dive right into them. The first movie is called Christmas in the Spotlight, and it is directly based off of Taylor and Travis. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. The movie opens with this little song and dance, which, if I'm going to be honest, kind of bops. Although when I was watching it, the dancing did kind of remind me of one of those videos where people are dancing and you add in like the realistic audio. I don't need your mistletoe, just me and baby. Anyway, we learned that our Taylor Swift of the movie, Bowen, recently went through a breakup and is single and ready to focus on her career. And I just think that's so refreshing. All the Christmas movies nowadays are about love. I swear we haven't had a proper Christmas movie where the protagonist is focused on their work or studies since like the first Harry Potter. Once I make my move. We also immediately get 3 Christmas puns in the first 20 seconds. So buckle up.
Deep in your single all the way face. You don't care that he's jingling his bells around every supermodel. He can deck his halls with any dancer, prancer, and vixen he wants.
So I started a counter so we can keep track of all the Christmas puns. And actually, wait, no, that's it. There's never any more. Next, we meet our Travis Kelce of the movie, who is somehow a 9-time MVP as a tight end. And his whole shtick is that he's more than just a dumb jock. And that's why they gave him the name Gonzo and gave him this opening line.
Oh! Woo! To be this good and this pretty?
Next, we go back to Bowen, who is casually scrolling through tweets about her and her upcoming Christmas album. And look at some of these. I want to support her, but it's hard when she keeps on giving us the same thing. I mean, holiday songs are fun, but it's starting to feel repetitive. Why would putting out a Christmas album be repetitive unless you've put out a bunch of Christmas music before? Like, you can't just base your career off of Christmas music. This is the biggest pop star in the world. Her career isn't just based off of Christmas music. Also, these are the tamest mean tweets I've ever seen. These wouldn't even be on the radar for celebrities read mean tweets.
Emma Stone looks like she smells like cat piss.
So we finally get to see our 2 main characters meet when Gonzo takes his niece to one of Bowen's concerts and then sneaks her backstage afterwards.
Oh, are you guys from the hospital too?
No, we just snuck in.
Okay.
I'm a bomber. Oh, no. I don't mean I have a bomb. I mean bomber like a football player on the...
Fumbles this interaction, but it actually ends up working out because Bowen's manager thinks that the 2 getting together would be a good publicity stunt and tells Gonzo that Bowen will be calling him, so be ready for it. But it's not actually Gonzo that answers the phone.
Please?
I'm sorry, Uncle Gonzo can't come to the phone right now.
I really wish this wasn't a Taylor Swift reference because I think this would be way funnier if she was just doing this on her own. Oh, sorry, he can't come to the phone right now.
I ripped his eyes out. I shoved him down his throat.
Like stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
Oh, that kills people.
They do actually talk on the phone though and set up a date. Just a perfectly normal date.
Dinner and a movie, like regular people.
And apparently this is rich person code for I dress you up as Santa for seemingly no reason other than to just remind people that this is in fact a Christmas movie. Then my chauffeur picks you up and brings you to my private jet in my secluded hangar. And let me tell you here, folks, this is where the magic happens. We have arm wrestling, a hair touch, like literally just a touch. He doesn't actually do anything with the hair. Also, in my mind, this was just a Hallmark movie, like strictly PG. We're not going anywhere near 13 until I saw this scene. And that's how I learned it was a Lifetime movie, which I guess is a little bit more risque.
Does your movie have a happy ending?
Oh, in my version, it definitely does, yeah.
Lastly, it's also where we learn about Gonzo's second hobby, ventriloquism.
Okay, yes, you can tell your mom.
I know it's minor, but like, come on, guys. How do we mess up the audio here? Okay, so they set up a second date at his brother's house because why would a 9-time MVP have his own house? They make a puzzle, eat lasagna, touch some more hair, and spill wine on themselves in the most contrived way possible.
Huh?
Okay, I need you to turn the light on and then just spill some wine on yourself. No problem. Okay, that was good, but what if you did it the dumbest way possible? I got you. Now I know what you're thinking. They just had Gonzo spill wine on himself, so he'd take his shirt off. But this film is way more nuanced. Never mind, that's exactly what they did. And Bowen, who, mind you, is the biggest pop star in the world, sees abs for the first time.
Oh, shoot, that was my favorite shirt.
Oh, wow. Can I touch it?
So they have the first football game, and we get to watch Tecmo Bowl on the Jumbotron. Then we get this side-by-side of Gonzo and his brother, who is the star quarterback of the team, but appears to be only 5'9". I guess, how tall is Gonzo? Yeah, he's only 6'4". So given how much Kyler Murray gets clowned for his height and being a starting quarterback, there is no way this 40-year-old man who was 5'9" is a star quarterback. Actually, wait. What is Archie from Riverdale doing there? Anyway, Bowen's at the game, and this is where they finally go public with their relationship, which catapults Bowen's album to #1. And more importantly, it's where we learn that this story can't be about Taylor and Travis, because there's not 20 vinyl variants for her fans to buy. I didn't buy these. What's going on? Okay, I bought red, but like, red's a classic. Anyway, they go to a big party where Gonzo is left to his own devices as Bowen's off networking. And Gonzo gets upset because no one there takes him seriously and just thinks he's some big dumb jock, which Bowen lets him know, but that's what I love about you. He doesn't like that, which is fair, but like, we've all seen Travis's tweets. He's not beating the big dumb jock allegations. Gonzo then leaves the party, and before Bowen can run after him, she runs into her ex, who just has an assistant following him around with a ring light and a camera at all times. I get the camera, I guess, but like, the ring light seems a little excessive.
What are you doing with that ball boy? What is this, some kind of big PR stunt?
I'm just pretending to be with some big dumb jock to get the football fans to buy my album. It's not a stunt. It's real, Hudson.
And this conversation eventually leads to the biggest conflict in our movie when this clip from it gets leaked out of context.
What is this, some kind of big PR stunt?
Yes, that's it, exactly. I'm just pretending to be in love with this big dumb jock so that the football fans will buy my album.
That's right, Bowen got Scooby-Dooed.
I think Coolsville sucks.
But don't worry, Ring Light Girl quits and releases a whole conversation, and everything's okay. They get back together after Bowen writes a song about Gonzo.
I am gonna debut a new song that I wrote.
A great movie to kick off our double feature. And no, it was awful. Please don't watch this movie. I'm gonna give it 1 out of 6 Gonzo's abs.
Can I touch it?
Up next, we have an actual Hallmark movie. Don't worry, I checked this time, called Holiday Touchdown, A Chief's Love Story. And while this one technically isn't about Taylor and Travis, I think it would be negligent to say that they didn't at least propel it. So we're gonna count it. So the film starts off by introducing us to our female protagonist, Alana, and her family's storied history with the Chiefs. Her parents met at a Chiefs game on Christmas. They got engaged at a Chiefs game on Christmas, and they own a Chiefs apparel shop. More importantly, we also find out about Alana's biggest character flaw.
Okay, there's someone coming into the shop that I want you guys to meet.
A new fella! We were getting a little worried.
No, it's just someone that we need to impress.
Is it the fella's mother?
All right, it is someone from the Chiefs fan engagement department.
An engagement!
That's right. She's single. Oh, I know. But it's so refreshing. All the Christmas movies nowadays are about love. I swear we haven't had a proper Christmas movie where the protagonist
Going to sacrifice himself!
But more importantly, they're also up for a big award.
I am trying to tell you guys that we are finalists for the Fan of the Year award.
Next, we meet our love interest, Derek, and you'll never believe this. He's one of the people in charge of the Fan of the Year award. And his biggest flaw is he doesn't know how to decorate.
Your office looks like the one that gets used by the 10th.
Okay, well, that's accurate.
His office looks plenty decorated to me. He's got those picture frames on the wall, and like, what's he doing with the back wall? It's just a giant window. Like, I mean, his desk is a little bare, but he's got stuff on there. Like, I mean, all I have on my desk is just like this little fidget guy, and like, I didn't have anything back here until like 2 days. What the fuck? I did not buy these. Who buys 3 variants of Midnight? Who buys me? That's the worst song of all time. What? I did not put this shirt on. Oh no, it's happening. It's finally happening.
All hail
Taylor.
What's going on here?
Taylor.
Seize him, slaves!
Well, anyway, Derek has recommended a spot to go have his first taste of Kansas City barbecue, and wouldn't you know it, it's Alana's grandparents' restaurant. So he goes there, and we get our first of many guest star appearances, this one from Travis Kelce's mom, Donna Kelce. And as soon as Derek sits down with his food, Alana's mom and grandma immediately start putting in work to set him up with Alana.
I'm Norma Young. That's me up on the wall. Look at those cheekbones.
How does your wife or girlfriend like Kansas City so far? This is our new friend Derek. He just moved to Kansas City this fall.
She's an accomplished piano player and a former competitive swimmer.
And I'm gonna be honest here, that cheekbones line got me good. I was cracking up. Hallmark has a formula, and my God, do they know how to work that formula? At least it works on me. Anyway, like, these two could have at least exhibited a little bit of subtlety if they actually wanted to set up their daughter with this man. Are you single? Check out these cheekbones. What's your social security card number? You've heard of this little thing called second base, sweetie?
Can I touch it?
Somehow it works. Alana and Derek end up spending the day together, setting up Christmas decorations until it's time for him to go home. And wait, no, he is back on the other side of the street for some reason. Oh, looks like they're back to setting up decorations. So I'm not sure why he had to leave in the first place. Anyway, they go into their Chiefs store and we get to meet the family's magic hat.
Gryffindor!
Apparently, whenever they wear this hat on Christmas, the Chiefs make the Super Bowl. They've had this hat since 1969, which is when the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl. And then they lost it for 50 years. But they got it back in 2019. But Derek, and the party pooper that he is, doesn't believe in the power of a good hat.
Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat on?
The family takes great offense to this, and frankly, I'd be pissed too. It would be like telling someone that their dragon scale can't transport them to the magic dragon land, or telling someone their dog can't solve mysteries.
A clue!
So rightfully, they kick him out of the store. But next day, he shows up and surprises them with the knowledge that he's their representative for the Fan of the Year vote. So you think Alana will change her tune and like butter up to him or whatever. No, she's still super pissy and actually is like getting more bad. This is actually a good thing though, because it opens up the door for another Fan of the Year nominee, Catrick Mahomes. And I love this cat. Just an uncanny resemblance. Actually, is this a real cat? Would you look at that? He is real. Sly James the cat. I hope he was compensated appropriately as the star of this movie. So Derek still ends up writing a nice piece about them for the Fan of the Year committee, and they really like it. So they send him back to gather more information. And this is where we get this little editing error.
Somehow it got misplaced and we've been looking for one ever since. He's gonna be so happy I found it.
Minor, but I had to point it out. Next, we're at a Chiefs-themed gingerbread house competition.
All right. You know how to do this?
What's this sound?
Wow, my bad. You are clearly a natural.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I love this interaction here so much. Is it like this? You're so silly. Am I doing this right? Stop. How about now?
Here's what we gotta do. put some flour on Alana's cheek, and then Derek will have to remove it gently. It's in all the Christmas movies.
Did Hallmark just get meta? I did not have Hallmark getting meta on my 2024 bingo card. Oh, bingo! What? Everyone stop. We have a winner. Sir, could you please read your card, please? Yeah, I had that. Play Rose Shade. Lookalike contest. A cute little hippo. And a popcorn bucket you can fuck. Okay, eventually they end up all just hanging around a campfire as one big family. And we get this amazing snow scene where rather than just like sprinkle in some fake snow from over top, they decide to overlay a green screen effect of it snowing and just add flour to people's shirts in between cuts. This is actually a good part of the video to bring up that this movie was filmed in the summer, and there's actually days, according to this Today Show article, where some of the days actually got up to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, which I'm sure was pleasant with all the winter coats they had to be wearing for this, but like, that's just showbiz, baby. So now the relationship between Alana and Derek really starts to blossom. We get some hand holding, some kissing, and then that eventually turns into some ice skating, except remember, it's the middle of July in Kansas City at this moment. So we can see in the background here, we just have some people roller skating.
You do it?
I guess I kind of have to, huh? Okay.
Now we're finally to the big reveal. Who won Fan of the Year?
You won.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But
Catrick.
they had one of the best videos of all time.
Oh, wow.
What would you have done if we'd lost?
Okay, like, that's actually funny. I'll say it. I'm a Hallmark hoe. Sue me. With this title, they win sideline passes to a Chiefs Christmas game, and they also get to go to a Fan of the Year event. But at this event, something bad happens.
Hey, you okay? Okay, all right. Obviously, something's wrong. What's going on?
The hat is missing.
So the hat's gone missing, and frankly, that's just karma for them robbing Catrick of the title. I will remember you. Alana's super upset and refuses to go to the Chiefs game because she doesn't want to have to face the Kansas City crowd when they find out that they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl because she lost the magic hat.
Slytherin!
Alana decides to go to the game, though, and announces to the whole stadium in front of these amazing green screen effects that the hat actually doesn't matter. All that matters is we have each other. And the whole Chiefs kingdom hate her for it. You suck! We hate you and your family! This one's for Catrick! Okay, and to close all this out, we finally find out who stole the hat.
I believe you dropped this.
That's right, it was Santa himself who stole the hat. And it's simply because Santa's a Catrick Mahomie, and he knows he was robbed. All right, that's Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story. I'm going to give that 5 Dune popcorn buckets out of 5. Now, if you'll excuse me and the rest of my subscribers are going to go riot until they name Catrick the rightful Fan of the Year. Feel free to subscribe if you would like to join us.